What's going on, guys? May from iTech224. Today I'm going to be bringing you my review of the Zoom H1. You can pick this recorder up in a bunch of places for $100. It's really cheap value for the great quality that you get. They call it the handy recorder, and it really is that. It's a handy thing that you can carry around and record great audio with. So let's go ahead and get into the tour of the device. On one side you have the USB port, which you can actually use as a desktop microphone. Above that you have the power button and hold switch, and above that you have the delete button and your playback controls. And right above that you have the input level, so you can adjust the sensitivity of the microphone. And finally you have the line in, so if you wanted to use, say, a lavalier microphone, you can go ahead and plug that directly in and record audio to it. On the other side we have a line out, so you can go ahead and plug in headphones and listen to your recording real time as you are recording it. And below that we have volume controls for your playback. Down towards the bottom you have your micro SD card slot, and luckily Zoom provides you a 2GB card for that. On the bottom of the device there is a microphone. It's really not a good quality microphone, but it's great that you have it just so you can actually know that you're recording something. On the back you have a few switches for your low cut filter, auto levels, and the recording format, which is WAV and MP3. You also have your standard tripod mount. Below that you have the slot for your battery, which takes a AA battery. On the front you have the LCD screen that lets you see everything that you're doing, including a levels meter, and below that you have your record button. At the very top you'll see a little light, which is a peak meter, which is something that I'm really glad they included, so you know that your audio isn't getting distorted. And last but not least, you have your two stereo microphones which record in an XY pattern. Real quick before I get into what I like and don't like and the audio test, I want to talk about the accessory pack that you can get for it. It's about 20 to 25 bucks depending where you look, and it gives you a few goodies that you can use with this microphone. The best thing in my opinion is the windscreen, which lets you record in a lot of different situations that you normally wouldn't be able to. It also lets you get a lot closer to the microphone without getting that popping noise and without peaking the meter, which in turn means you can have a higher level, which will reduce the noise. Also included with this kit is a AC adapter, which you can plug in the USB cable to, a case that you can go ahead and store your Zoom H1 in, a small cheap tripod, and an adapter that screws into the tripod mount so you can use it on a microphone stand. For 20 bucks, the accessory pack is really good, although the tripod that's included is really not a very good quality one, considering I found the exact same one at the dollar store. But like I said, it's $20 and it's a really good accessory pack. Alright, so before I talk about the cons and the pros about this microphone, I'm going to give you a quick audio test. Alright, so we're here with the test of the Zoom H1. You are listening to that right now. The level is set at 50, and that's the best place to put it in my opinion. If you go a little bit higher than that, it's going to get a little bit too sensitive, and you're going to risk peaking it, which I don't want, so I usually keep it at 50 or below. I used to actually keep it at 20, but I would find that I had to raise the levels after in post, and that would just give me a lot of noise. So now putting it at 50 seems to work pretty well. I'm in a very echoey room, and the air conditioner is on. I do not have my fan on or anything like that, but the fan to my computer, which is right here, is running, so I don't know how well you're going to be able to hear that or if you're going to hear any noise from that. But if we switch over to the D7000, you will hear that it's a huge difference and it really just doesn't compare. Now, you can't use an onboard microphone for good audio. It just doesn't work that way. So getting something like the Zoom H1 is really good because it's really small and you can actually attach it onto the camera, and you can take that with you and use it as an onboard microphone in a way. So now switching back over to the Zoom H1, you can hear how much better the audio is, and it really just makes it a better experience, especially when you want good audio. So right now I'm going to give you two little clips that I have made, one of my car and one at the beach. So this is just showing you some of the things you could do with this. Because it's so small and so portable, you could take it places and record pretty much anything. So that's what you're going to hear right now, and we'll get back to the review. So now that we've seen everything about this microphone, what do I think about it? For the price, it really is amazing. You get great quality, and especially if you take the time to adjust the settings, you're really going to get amazing quality out of this tiny recorder. I'm really happy with it, and I'm really having no problems with it whatsoever. There is nothing fundamentally wrong with it. Now, that's not to say there's things I don't like about it, but as a package itself, it is really well built and really well performing. So what don't I like about it? Well, it is made out of plastic, but it is put together very well, but it does feel cheap. I don't at any point feel like it's going to break, but it does feel very plasticky. In fact, the only part that's made out of metal is the microphone itself. Another kind of pet peeve thing is that it eats through batteries really quick. Now to combat that, I just bought rechargeable batteries, which is the thing I recommend, but if you don't have rechargeable batteries, expect to go through batteries very fast. And the most annoying thing I found that actually causes a problem sometimes for me is the buttons aren't very sensitive. You really have to make sure that you click them, otherwise they might not respawn, and there has been multiple occasions where I've clicked record and it just hasn't recorded. Now, I'm not sure if I'm doing something wrong, but I shouldn't have to think about whether or not I pressed it correctly. But like I said, it's really not a big deal, just something you have to get used to. So anyway guys, for $100, this is probably one of the best microphones you could buy out there. I 100% recommend it, especially if you need something that can record great audio and you're always on the go. It's great because it's really small, so if you have a small desk or a small room, you don't have to waste space with a huge microphone taking up space on your desk. And if you wanted to, you can just unhook it, take it with you, and record audio on the go. Anyway guys, that's it for my review of the Zoom H1. Like I said, I'm Matt from iTech224. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button above and give this video a like. That would be awesome. Leave your comments down below and I'll see you guys in my next video. See ya!